Alright, good morning everyone. Doing something a bit different today. I know I said that we were going to do, God of War with Valhalla. But ever since the Witcher announcement for Witcher 4, I've had me an itch. So today we're going to scratch that itch and we're going to play some Witcher 3. Just make sure audio is working. I've had me an itch. Things appear to be working. I also want to see like how loud this is, so let's just do a quick test. It's not that bad. Okay. So now that's done. Oh. Get the proper screen. Make sure the game actually works with this overlay. Let it pop up on my playback. Unless the Stream Deck keybind is busted again. Hang on, there's a fix for this. We're doing it live. Okay. So in theory, that will have... Hey, it worked that time. Okay, so I have played this before. Let's do fresh start. Death March? I've done Blood and Broken Bones before. That was difficult last time I did it. Simulate Witcher 2. Sure. Proper Nilfgaardian armor. There we go. Not the whole... Is it like supposed to be going? I didn't remember it doing little flashy flash like that. Did they change how the opening cutscene goes? Yennefer of Vengerberg. Casually stumbling onto a battlefield. I'm not gonna lie, the scene where Yennefer unleashes a torrent of fire in the TV show, pretty impressive. This is more. itty bitty raven skull. Vesemir and Geralt riding across the plains. And now for everyone's favorite dream sequence. I wonder if Witcher 4 is going to open up with a scene vaguely like this with, like, Ciri in a bath. Because the trailer for Witcher 4 already did a callback to some of the trailers for this.
You know I don't find that amusing.
There's a trailer called Killing Monsters, where Geralt just goes off on a bunch of soldiers. And that's the last line Ciri says in the, Yep, there's a Yennefer.
But to prod you to hurry, it's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
Killing monsters was the last thing Ciri says in the new trailer.
So, later then.
See you later.
Cheeky camera. Cheeky Yennefer. Oh. My computer does struggle just a little bit with Witcher 3. Okay. I will need the tutorial because it has been a while. Yep, that's punching. Sensitive mouse.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Nothing but silver.
Gold clashes with my complexion. You should know that.
Pretty sure she can make her complexion anything she wants.
See, I thought Ciri could stand to wait a little longer.
It's uninstructive, not to mention unreasonable.
I don't want to be reasonable.
Aha, so that's the way the wind blows. Go and train with her, then come back. It'll give me a chance to put my face on.
Of all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you. Lilac and gooseberries, of course.
Geralt, stop fingering my toiletries.
might notice the camera jumping a little bit as I'm moving around. That's just because I typically operate... Like, there are people who move cameras with, like, their whole arm.
Old
Like,
witch
swinging
is fast
across the mouse
asleep.
pad wildly.
Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course.
I operate on, like, the span of a centimeter.
Guess she prefers practice to theory.
Hmm? Why?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in a circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes.
Hello,
but
Milana.
that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave.
I'm doing
Come on.
alright.
We'll practice with the others down
Had a
below.
bit of an itch
Shall we
for
run the
Witcher
walls?
3 ever since we saw the trailer for Witcher 4. So today we're starting a new playthrough.
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Of course, I haven't played this game in like
Bottom.
Maybe if you
years, so... Oh,
What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps. Ciri, cut it out.
Geralt? What is it? Come on!
ah, fuck. It's been way too long since I played this game.
Your legs are longer. I'll show you yet.
Still looks pretty good considering it's like how many years old now? I don't think quite 10. Would it have been 10? Oh god, it probably has been. Oh god. Oh no.
Anything to say for yourself, young
How
lady?
long's it been?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked.
9 years. Oh
Literacy,
god.
Uncle Vesemir.
Oh.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with a dummy.
Again?
God,
Stop
I hope I
groaning
would.
and grab
I
a
hope I
sword.
know how to remember the. Yeah, I can't even talk. This is like my
What do you
evening
think?
evening
Should we
hours.
start by reviewing the fundamentals or
So
go
like my
right to
brain
free
is
training?
not working quite right. And also I'm sufficiently
Should
excited
work
to
on the
get started with
basics.
this.
Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
What other games have I played? We played GTA 5, the story mode, on stream.
Draw your sword, Geralt.
We played a little bit of Tarkov on stream. Haven't done too much of that. Supermarket Simulator, God of War, the newest one. Been meaning to get back to the first one with Atreus, but so far we've only done the Ragnarok version and part of Valhalla DLC. We've done a couple other games too. I keep bouncing around. Press Z to select a target.
Quick cuts. 1, 2, 3. Strong strikes now. Give it all you got. Never lock your elbow when striking, young lady. Who's next? Dodge.
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember,
Indicate direction. Alt to dodge. Oh god.
That can be quick and painful. Now, parry. Ciri, see how Geralt holds his sword? It's
Okay.
I'm too old for this
Uh,
shit.
I do not play Valorant now.
Stop showing
how
off,
long you
Geralt.
gonna make me wait?
What am I supposed to parry? Fighting a stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike! Counter-strike!
Maybe a storm's coming.
Slice your jugular. And one.
Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few witches' signs. Let's start with Quen.
Was that not Quinn? Nope, that was Ard. Okay.
Ciri, Quen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see what... Come on, at them! Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly.
Oh, wrong one.
See? If not for the Quen sign, I'd be aflame by now. Geralt, come on! See that, Ciri? Art will knock anyone or anything off balance. Destroy their rhythm. Time for Axii. Damn it. I hate this feeling.
Why didn't I switch to Axii the first time?
Axii can really muddle your mind. Erden now. Show her, Geralt. Who's... See this, Ciri? Couldn't move if I wanted to. Throw a bomb. Don't worry, Ciri. Quen will dampen the blow. Fine. Enough. Continue training at will.
Ow, Vesemir. Sure, you can ask me something. Ciri getting a bit cocky,
You really
knocking the
showed
bucket
him,
off the
kid.
dummy.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri?
You're a bot, aren't you? A chat bot?
I'll make sure to find every last blade for you.
You're like the 70th person to come in here asking if I'm interested in art.
What the?
Yes, you are. If you think the answer is going to be any different, you're delusional. Either you're a chatbot, or... Oh, look, it's the Wild Hunt. Wild Hunt's fun.
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
No!
Well, look. If you're not a chatbot, feel free to stay. If you are a chatbot, please leave. Because I'm not entertaining bots. And I'm also not interested in art. Nice. See, asking you a question is not going to solve anything because AI is getting more and more sophisticated. I could ask
all right.
Google anything and it'll give me an answer.
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
I know we will. That's not what worries me. You've seen her tracks. She's at full gallop all the time. Breakneck speed through wild lands, devastated battlefields. She's in a hurry to get somewhere. Or fleeing something. Either way, it means trouble of some sort.
Be surprised if she wasn't in trouble. She's always poked her nose in beehives. Courtly intrigues here, mages' conspiracies there. What do you expect?
Don't know. Guess I thought once we were finally reunited, things would be calm. At least for a while.
Gone? With Yennefer? Good luck.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
I love almost all the dialogue in this game. This game has such a
Time
well-written
to go.
storyline and script.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. How about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
They must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
That's private. Very private.
Aha, I understand. At least I think I do. Maybe not entirely, but perhaps that's for the best.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there.
Ah, the lighting.
Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
Okay, before go messing around with that. Which one? Parry? No. Toggle. Dodge. Okay. Whoop. I was hoping for Gwen.
Armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any
Regenerate
more
by
show
eating or
up.
drinking, meditating at least an hour. Death March meditation does not regenerate vitality. Food and drink can be placed, press R or F to consume them. To have your horse come to you, press X. meant to try and grab loot pile. Yeah, and since we're near some herbs anyways, I might as well pick them up. Oh, no. It's that.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Horse roads help travels.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No, really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
Game still looks stunning. Even if it's been almost 9 years since it came out.
We going? Help me! Help!
Royal Griffin. And it just grabs the horse as a takeout meal.
How's it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw.
I like playing a nice Geralt.
Like I said, leads to the main road.
more rewarding.
And ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Whoa!
On a roll, hold left shift without steering automatically follow its path.
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Don't disturb the peace. Often erect notice boards, examine them to learn about contracts.
Don't you look at me.
Your gran told me about the Smith boy. Lad went missing one day, so both nabbed a witchman that was hunting nearby.
Whoa there, Roach.
When he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam.
Move it!
Oh, so it was. Except it was some drown.
They know what to do with it. What did the folk do? Could have sewed his head back on.
What?
Take that down before there's trouble. That is your coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Ah, the trouble of conquering a country.
Witches?
Everyone's got different loyalties and different prejudices.
I'll not drink with Weaverlost freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy around here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some
Hello,
search for kin,
Rockless. Thank you for the
others
follow.
just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Not much is up at the moment. Ever since the Witcher 4 trailer came out, I've had a bit of an itch to get back to The Witcher 3. How much coin? We only got 250 coins. Decoy is a very valuable Gwent card. Catapult. I think I can afford to get all the cards. So I'm just going to get all the cards. Relatively recently, yeah, like 40 minutes ago, we just got through, like, what was it? The first little tutorial fight against the ghouls right after Geralt's dream sequence. Got through the dream sequence. You're a bot, aren't you? God damn it. Anyway.
A woman, raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white, riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Thanks for everything.
Wish I had Arondite as my silver sword, but gonna have to hold up on that.
Please, I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Geralt, the Butcher of Blaviken, not draw attention.
Drommel. Drommel, you're dumber than a headless cockerel. Why are they marking out them lines, eh? Parcel out their patrimony. Give it to their own.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Causing them to act according to your will. To charm more stubborn individuals who would otherwise resist. Invest in the delusion ability.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Ah, the Butcher of Blaviken. Not causing any trouble. Yep. Yep.
Once more, there are 4 factions.
4 what?
Factions,
We'll
teams,
save
suits,
dear old
similar to clubs
Gaunter
and
for
spades, except each
last.
suit has its own fate. What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
You know, funny you mentioned that.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
Mm-hmm. The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Yeah.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Yeah, people see what they want to see.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
I'm incredibly familiar with Gwent. Let's play.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Give me cards. Okay. That's all my cards. That's my cards in the deck. Okay. Okay, so I got one of them already. Add that. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add that. And I'm gonna add that. This guy can fuck off. Power level of 1, are you kidding? Pick a fog card, play it instantly. Clear any weather effects. Yes. Yes. Card story draw. Frost, rain. Frost affects melee, rain affects siege? I don't think I'm really going to redraw anything. I think I'm pretty satisfied with this hand. See, the trick is to make them play some of their best stuff first. You would need to play at least one more card. does his leader do? Rain, which affects siege. And I'm up by 5 points, and he's got 5 cards. I don't think he's got enough. If he does, it's going to take most of what he's got left. Great, but that was your one card. And I can beat you with 1 point.
Well, you've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Gameplay? I want to see like what Gwent difficulty is on normal. Kind of want it to be on hard. Beating some of these, we'll adjust it back if it proves too much. But for now,
looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Don't generally drink with strangers.
Come. I know this to be a vile place. You might down a little glass merely to aid digestion.
Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. Once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter Odin, at your service.
Vagrant? That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
a likely story. A very likely story.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
The name title.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
your business?
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble, and you'll be nearby to help.
I'm pretty sure our dear friend Gunter knows exactly where Yennefer went. He just needs something to hold over Geralt's head. Is there anything in the chest? Hang on. Nope, we got nothing. We're broke, boys.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Haven't done anything to you, so just calm down.
Of course no. You done nothing.
Horsen's working witchcraft. Get him!
You're dead!
Well, we only knocked him out.
My gran told me about the Smith boy. Lad went missing one day, so folk nabbed a witchman that was hunting nearby and started poking him, asking. When he's...
We got 90 coins.
squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off.
We meet again.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
So you managed to salvage some goods?
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half-free.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Temerian kit. And unfortunately, we can afford none of this shit.
Take care.
For trouble. Goidemar, will you raise a glass with me?
It's Dervan now. D-E-R-V-A-N. Not Goidemar.
It's pouring and Vermeer snoring. He bumped his head when he went to bed and wet himself till morning.
No wonder it's Nilfgaardian. Ernest Vicovaro. Able-bodied men in white orchard present themselves with a gin shovel littered with corpses. Warm spring. High command fears rotting bodies might bring contagion. Anyone refusing to comply should be flogged and put into stocks. Garrison hereby announces that every week the village's poor may come by to collect food. Rations will only be distributed. Fair folk in the north yearning for freedom head to the woods. Call to arms. Bash your brother when looking fight black ones. If he fell, I'd give him up the ground the least. Brave, able with the sword, willing to venture out with me to find Bastion. Y'all sure you know the well in the the well.
Years of work up and smoke.
Notification will appear on the left side of the screen. If you are not currently tracking the updated quest, you can press V to start tracking it.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Sorry. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service the garrison. Bang dents out your plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. The humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
Yep. Classic greed and prejudice and people not talking to each other.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
Footprints. A man's. Large. Shavings from a tinderbox. Arsonist must have lit his torch here, tossed it on the roof, then fled through the orchard. Stinks of piss and vodka.
Yep. Nothing like getting blind drunk to do something stupid. Chickens. It is funny that people were farming a cow in a specific village so much that the devs made it into like its own
Took off his
thing.
boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
Can't decide. Should we draw it?
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape.
Not with so many corpses rotting in it. Sure to be poison.
Tracks lead back to the village.
Will you go to the well in Hovel instead?
Not on your life. I'd rather be ill than disturb a ghost. My gran told me about the Smith boy.
Welcome
Lad went
to
missing
our
one day, so
shithole.
folk had a
Bleeding, but not badly. Surface wound.
They knocked his head off.
Aye, so it were. Except it was some drowner that had supped on the kid. Witcher had naught to do with it.
What did the folk do? Same like they put a stone
Trail ends here, but I'll recognize him by his wounds.
Hello, miss. Oh, hey, look, that's a guy with a wound.
It's gotta be him. Nasty wound. Run into a drowner.
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa, our arsonist's a charmer too. Come on, Smith wants to talk to you.
I not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies, do anything for gold they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats. Am I not right? Listen, we can work this out man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some, but what's left is yours.
Nope.
Magpies and dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
Then I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp.
Calm down.
Using
Now
signs is just so easy.
Gotta go. Apologize.
Yep.
Looking for trouble?
Gotta stick to the contract. Took money to do a thing, we're gonna do the thing.
Freak.
Come on, Mr. Drunk and Disorderly. Let's go. Go through some of these little tutorial things, quests. Whoops. Okay, we don't have any points available. This is unfortunate.
God's eye above, Emperor far away. That griffin's a real scourge.
Can I just hark back to this guy? I can. Oh, thank God.
Up and at him.
What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap? You! I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you. I was drunk. Didn't know what I was doing.
I've told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
Harsh as punishment goes.
But deserved. You know, I hated the Black Ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil's still whole, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price.
Got the fire starter done. A little bit of experience points.
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
Well, let's see what you've
Show me
got
what
on
you got.
sale. Yeah, I don't really want to buy bits and pieces yet. Pretty sure we can get the Viper School stuff without this, right? Or with... Anyways, getting this leather jacket's a really nice upgrade early on. But we're gonna be like just shy on what we need. Shit, I did the math wrong. I thought it was like 1 and 1.
So long.
Ah well, it'll even out in the end.
Hey, Mon.
Hiya, Roach.
Slower.
Anyone home?
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty. This hut. That is.
That little blink of surprise.
A man arrived. Walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings on. He must have read me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. I was right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come on, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him. And me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose. But I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
Mine.
A corpse. Explains the stench. Cracked monocle. Interesting.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing. Nothing. His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
Take diagrams to craftsman. Yep.
Documents. Almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
Found the pan, have ye?
Ah, the priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Found the pan, have ye?
Yep.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here's some for the road.
Just gotta take care of a bot real quick. Some people make it kind of hard to tell when they're a bot, and some people make it particularly easy. Wolves. I'll get the hang of it. Kind of wasted a few signs there trying to...
Fry up a nice white fish for supper. Or a pipe.
Okay, grab those like we did last time. Use Quen. Got some wolf liver. Oi! I didn't give you permission to leave. What happened to the dude that was here? He was doing all that shouting and then he left.
Let's go.
Got some drowners over there. Oi! I hate it when the beasties don't drop anything. And here's the garrison.
Come on.
We're just gonna zip on by, and if the wolves decide to follow us, they can deal with the soldiers.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to Novigrad.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sagwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Huh. You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling.
To the tower. Go.
Goltais Griffin is Anval.
Eptorp.
Is it true? Northern women bathe once every 3 moons.
Nordest Ulfheiden en Meras.
Es a drug Myras. Es a Tuvan Ulfheiden. Mira, Deich eten de Vane eseth. Es a Thordan Keil McCair.
Kind of trying to look around, see if there's anything I can
Share of your harvest.
Aye, Your Excellency.
I know there is
plunder
little left
without
in your
getting
granaries.
too much trouble.
Soldiers are men too, and so they must eat, correct?
Aye, Excellency.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Plan to requisition something from him, too?
If it is necessary, yes, of course. We are at war, in case you have not noticed. Who are you? Speak.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
The fact that where Yennefer went is a military secret should already tell us plenty.
Why do you care about this griffin?
Because I care about people. The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No, too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Demeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Tomira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jagten.
Active objective. Yes, we will go to the herbalist first, because that is the easier of the two.
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walkie, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters. They got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
Show me what you're peddling.
Okay. Doesn't seem we've got anything particularly interesting.
So long.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to Novigrad.
Go on, Enkazer!
Heard of the Fryhead Brigade? Your kind, sir.
And Medetta. Estret Essen Novigrad.
Fast travel. Once discovered, signpost allow you to travel directly from one location to another. Got to grab my horse.
Faster.
Couldn't make your little platform wider. I do like how the tones for the hoof beats change depending on the terrain you're running on.
Oh.
So many nice little touches in this game.
Come on now.
More quests.
What happened?
Monsters! Monsters from the swamp!
Folk said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump. I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you. I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me, I beg you.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box. A storm, damn it.
So many neat little quests early on. Is that anything? No, that's not anything.
Cart tracks. Rode off into the swamp.
Always gather honey where you can.
Here's the cart.
Always pick up food and always pick up monster bits. You never know when you might need something for potions or decoctions.
Carts riddled with arrows. Interesting. I should take a look around. Carts riddled with arrows.
Whoop. Pressed E too many times.
An arrow. Didn't mention this.
Wasn't the rider? Yeah.
Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying.
Find the little box.
Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
Honeycomb. Try not to get messed up with the wolves.
Oh, and you find the box?
Yeah, found your priceless chest. And someone who looks an awful lot like a cart driver with an arrow through his neck. No dryads in these swamps, and never known a drowner or a water hag to use a bow. So lacking any other suspects, I'm guessing.
Watch out! Behind you!
There's nothing behind me. I'm a witcher, I'd have heard it. Just like I can hear your heart, which is pounding, like a liar's. Best hope you're a better rider than you are a liar.
Horse chase? Horse chase. Come back here. I thought I was gonna spawn on the horse. Instead you gave me a stupid, like, black screen bullshit. Come back. I demand that you return immediately. Shit, shit, way too quick.
Run, Roach.
Let it rain. Wash the blood from the fields.
Gotta get him out of here. Wake up. See? Can't run from the truth. Not even on horseback. Now who are you, and why'd you attack that cart?
Private First Class John Giermer, Temerian 6th Division, 2nd Regiment. Disbanded, but still active. Underground, in the woods. That was a medical transport. I'd be damned if it reached the Black Ones. And the medicine, our lads could use it too. We've many ill among us. You let me go, and they might live, and fight once more for a free North.
Did they turn bandit? That's the question. Let them fight for a free North. I want to see what happens if we take them to the Nilfgaardians.
I'm taking you to the Nilfgaardians. You're a murderer, not a soldier.
And you're a traitor. There's a scaffold out there with your name on it.
Hey, soldier. Waiting on a late transport by any chance?
What? Yes. Corporal Lifnitz set out to command headquarters for medicine. He has yet to return, though he was due back several days ago.
Medicine's here, in this box. And this is a 3-in-1. Liar, thief, and your corporal's murderer.
Plow yourself, mutant.
Captain Peter will see to him. And you, Nordling, deserve our thanks. The medication will not save our men's lives, but it will ease their dying.
Your soldiers falling sick? What with?
I do not know. I do not ask. Those who take an interest are usually sent straight to the front.
Gotta say, I was kind of counting on a tangible token of gratitude. A golden, clinky one, in fact.
I thought you acted from conviction, not greed. But if that is not the case, here. So you'll remember and tell others that Nilfgaard is generous with those who serve it willingly.
Eight experience points and 30 crowns. I'm gonna deal with another bot real quick. I love it when they make it easy.
Ooh, make way.
Whoop, wrong button. This button. There we go. Ask the herbalist about Buckthorn. There's a skill I want to get, but I don't think we have any points for it yet. So, like, I've got to keep running around doing a bunch of random stuff.
Let it rain. Wash the blood from the fields. Let it rain. Wash the blood from the fields.
Does the sun ever shine in this land?
Casually just take all the herbs.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But?
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
She'll die as it is.
Yes. A peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago, we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. Whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
No, I wanna talk to the herbalist and see what she has on sale.
Yes?
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
White gold, dwarven spirit. A bunch of odds and ends and bits and pieces. My god, it's taking us forever to level up.
Farewell.
I was kind of hoping I'd be able to smack one of them. Hold C or space to swim to the surface. Looks like some boxes over here. Diagram for the blade harpy. Do a quick little jaunt over to the hunter.
Anyone home?
Must be out hunting. Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Munch on some bread while we walk, following his tracks. Hello, Mislav.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now?
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies. But they just won't die, because they're too late. Attacked another one.
I dodged that last one. Take the meat.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. That was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
It's kind of an interesting little bit of story,
I'm a
so I'm
freak
going to
too.
kind of push a little bit.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse
The
that...
Lord's son, Florian, and I, we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
Ah, classic medieval homophobia.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. It's not my kind of game.
Munch on other food.
Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
That's the thing I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get the upgrade where food lasts 20 minutes instead of like 1. If I get that nifty little perk, it becomes significantly easier to regenerate my health.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
Mm-hmm. Odd that they would camp on the road, but...
Saturated with blood. A camp.
But I guess if it's a less traveled path, they might as well, right?
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Pretty sure. Yep, there's a couple of chests down here. Boy, you want to fight me, doggy? Rabbit pelts.
What now, you poison filth?
Slice them and dice them and chop them to bits.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Give me honey.
Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months' worth. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept.
An ambush.
Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all that. Should talk
Level
to Vesemir.
2! Can we interact with this, or...? So what I want is in here. Max inventory weight. Permanent. Gourmet. I believe this is the one that I want. Yeah, for 20 minutes. Now we have unlimited health. Is lootable? No, doesn't seem like it.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Nope, I gotta hold it. I didn't hold it. Gained another ability point. Plus 25 armor piercing. As opposed to 22, so we lose 3 armor piercing. But that does do a good chunk of damage. Can always deflect arrows while parrying. That's a fun ability. You ignore bomb and special bolt effects. Maximum inventory weight increased. This helps a lot in the early stuff. Because early on, you don't have a whole lot of carrying capacity, so every little bit really helps. And we can always get more ability points. The map is set to not explored or whatever, or the exploration type, which I think I'm going to end up changing just because there's so much. Cross progression. Gwent, difficulty, autosave. Horseback combat, exploration, camera distance. Ah, yeah, default is better for the camera. Options. Automatic finishers. HUD. Subtitle font dialogue. Minimap. Rotate minimap. Path to objectives. Boss health bar, enemy health bar, critical hit and effect text, NPC and herb names, durability, companion portrait, horse fear, horse stamina. VSync resolution, hardware. Where's the... I'll look for the setting later. If I'm even thinking of the right thing. Zip over to here.
Greetings.
Do I have enough for any of your stuff?
Let me have a look at your stock.
Nope. Nowhere close.
Take care.
Is it true? Northern women pay. Whose field is that the other side of the river?
By the wood, or in Clemix.
Good lad, Master Witcher. Though he...
Yes, yes, this Boyan. Will he venture out to inspect his grain anytime soon?
What for? Harvest is a long way off yet.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Before we do this, alchemy. Not a decoction. Swallow. We need Celandine and Dwarven Spirit. I just thought of that as I was about to accept the quest.
Something else you'll be needing.
Got anything interesting under the counter?
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
So, Dwarven Spirit. $47 coins. Fucking highway robbery. Take another decoy card though.
Farewell.
Right, so now I need Celandine, which is a yellow herb. Let's put a waypoint on Tamira's hut. We can kind of scout for some Celandine on the way there. Oh, that's Glowball. Is that Celandine? Yeah. Alchemy, we can brew, swallow. Which is the lesser evil? Is there even a lesser evil in this situation? Do nothing and a woman is guaranteed to die. Do something and she might die. If she does, it will be worse. But if she lives...
Yes?
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately. But I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
Yeah. bad for the poor girl. All right, Roach. These seem to be simple notes, casual notices, little bits of flavor text.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two Witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
To be fair, I mean, they almost got it right. They just didn't know there were two. Probably. But I mean, that is why you send someone with, like, patience and experience. So, I mean, yeah, good point.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already. Other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
I'm brewing the Thunderbolt potion. I'll brew necrophage oil while I got this open. Yeah. Sneezes. Ugh. Must equip it. Equip Swallow. Equip Thunderbolt. Well, first off, I'm gonna queue up eating some food. That way, We have our health regen. And because I got the gourmet skill, that regen now lasts like 20 minutes. Yeah, close enough to 30, I guess.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's across the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
And here comes our lovely griffin.
It's close.
Big boy.
Give it a warm welcome.
Wait. Take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
I mean, you waited until the last minute to give us a weapon, so I mean...
Watch out!
Ah, god dang it.
It's about to die!
Make that active. Hello, Shay April? How's it going? Thanks for the follow. Casually fighting a griffin here. First big boss of the Witcher game. Had a bit of an itch to play this ever since the Witcher 4 trailer came out. Just keep cutting. Use another Quen. Oi!
Don't let it get away!
Oh, it's doing the whole running thing, isn't it? I would not say this is my favorite game, but it is a very, very good game. And I am very excited to be playing it again. I think I've only gone through the whole of the game one time? But I mean, if you do everything, it does take you like 200 hours to get through it, so I mean, like... getting through the whole thing is a lot. Come back here. Don't know why the crossbow wasn't properly aiming on that. This particular game, or the playthrough that we're on right now, I just started this stream. But I've had this game for quite a while. Just don't often get an opportunity to play it. Ooh, and we had it down to 1 hit point. We had it down to like 1 hit point. And it just would not die. That happens to me a lot. Happens to me a lot when I get bosses down to real low. I start tunneling them and forget to defend. But I mean, we're playing on Death March, so... Hey buddy, how's it going? Ow! Piece of shit bird. Bad bird. Lion
Not
thing.
bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
Man spends his whole life learning.
Not a Witcher, unless he doesn't want to live long. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses.
I am playing on PC. I'm also sorry if my responses are a bit delayed. My PC does kind of struggle with this game. Mutagens. You have found a mutagen. Use it to enhance your abilities or create a special potion called a mutagen decoction. Okay. I do think I'm going to end up saving here and calling it incompatible with previous game versions. Yes. So when's... Okay, the last time I played this game was August of 2022. and I first started playing back in 2017. Actually, probably before 2017, because this is a pretty late in the game save. So I probably started playing either at the beginning of 2017 or sometime in 2016. Sure, you can ask me a question. Just know that if it's a question about art, I am not interested. I do not want art. I do not want graphics. I have had way too many bots coming in here asking about that stuff. But beyond that, feel free to ask away. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, yep, saved. Okay. I work at a grocery store. I'm hoping to do streaming on a more full-time basis, but first I need to build up a following for that, so I stream when I can. Just going to go to the ending screen, because that's going to make things a little bit easier. Pop out of the game, because I will be ending stream now, or relatively soon, but plans for upcoming streams, I was going to do God of War Valhalla today. Obviously that got put off because the itch for Witcher got too strong, but I'll be doing that Thursday at around 8:30. Beyond that, I usually stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, but stream starts between 8 and 8:30 a.m. Depends when I get done my morning stuff after work. Thank y'all for coming, and I will catch y'all in the next stream. Take care, stay safe, have a good one. I got some stuff I gotta take care of. If anything interesting happens, I might go live randomly, but beyond that, should just be Thursday and then Tuesday at around 8:30. Oh, believe me, I'm keeping my eyes out for scammers, Emily, thanks. I've learned to identify the bots. I usually give people the benefit of the doubt, but it's always interesting watching my activity feed turn into a bunch of unknown users following me. Twitch has really got to get on their bot detection program. But yeah, going to be alternating between Witcher and Valhalla, God of War Valhalla, and I don't know, probably like Supermarket Sim or World of Tanks or something. Going to keep alternating back and forth because now I've got this going. Anyways, take care, everyone. I got to get going. Ciao. Stay safe.